Friday morning, we have a maintenance detail on a Suburban that we coated with Crystal Serum Ultra 2 years ago. So we maintain this vehicle, I can't remember if it was every 3 months or 6 months. I think it's every 6 months. So we've done it a total of, 4-ish times or so, maybe more, 'cause sometimes the customer brings it in earlier to get it cleaned. But today we're going to be working on this. So the customer keeps this very, very clean. It's got a few little like leaf stains on the surface. I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I don't know if it'll show up because of the gray paint, but some leaf staining. But this does stay in a garage, so a few leaves got on it. But I don't think it's a big deal. I hope it's not. But the customer does keep this very, very clean. Good morning, so clean. How's it going? So really, this is a pretty easy job. Even the interior. This is a family vehicle, but look how clean the customer keeps it. This is crazy, right? Yeah, this is nice. These are our maintenance details for the most part. Some of them are worse than others, depending on if they just went on a trip and, it kind of coincides with their maintenance date. But otherwise, yeah, this thing stays very, very clean. So we're going to wash it and top it like we usually do with our ceramic coating services, or our maintenance services, I should say. And I'm going to just show you the products that we're using. We are using Jimbo's Super Soaper to soak it all down first. In fact, we're probably just going to do that dry. Wifey's ready to do that. And then to contact wash it, we're using Suds Lab, their ceramic wash. So I like to use these ceramic washes for maintenance details on ceramic coated vehicles. Oh, and also, we just did this Santa Fe yesterday. Matte finish with matte stealth PPF on the front partials. And we used the Dr. Beasley's 5-year matte finish pro kit. So I have a video on that I have to edit, but this is a good one. If you are, if you have questions about matte finishes, how to care for them, how to coat them, this video will be for you. So I think you guys will really enjoy that one. All right, so we're gonna soak this down with Jimbo's Super Soaper. Let me know if you've used that soap and if you like it, because I really like it. It's good stuff. And I'm doing it the way that he suggests, or other detailers suggest, doing it dry. So not pre-rinsing, but just putting it on there dry. And I've been doing that for a while just to see if it makes a difference. And to be honest, it doesn't make a difference to me, but whatever. I'll do it anyway, just for the sake of experiment on different vehicles to see what results I get. And so far, I really haven't seen a difference whether I pre-rinse it or not. But the pre-rinsing is situational. It's not just, I just do it anyway, or all the time. It's if the vehicle has a little bit more dirt than usual, or if it's really, really hot out, then I cool down the paint and do that. So, you only pre-rinse for certain situations, not just as a standard thing that you just do just because. So we have a standard operating procedure, but it's not written in stone, which means it changes. And I guess that's basically what a standard operating procedure is. It has to have options to be able to skip certain things if they are not needed. That's really what a proper SOP should have, is options. So if the vehicle comes in looking like this, then you do this. If not, if it comes in looking cleaner, then skip this step and skip this step, go straight to this step. That's really what it should do. It shouldn't just be do this every single time for every single vehicle, no matter what. That type of SOP boxes you in, and it doesn't allow you to think critically and make decisions on the fly. So a proper SOP needs to have different options for different scenarios, different situations. So just want to say hi to everybody in here. How's it going? It is a chilly morning. And usually it starts out like this, and then it will, it's sunny out. It'll warm up, as the day goes by. It did that yesterday. It was chilly yesterday, and then it warmed up by the afternoon. So it was really nice. So we'll let this soak as long as we can. Since it is cool out, we're not worried about anything really drying in the sun, but we'll just let this soak in and do its job. And it does seem to work well for what it is. If this vehicle was covered in like a thick layer of mud, I wouldn't do this. I'd pre-rinse it first, because no shampoo or APC is going to cut through thick mud. It's just not. I've done it before, and it's useless. I actually spend the same amount of time rinsing all that mud off because it's stuck onto the vehicle. So you rinse the mud off, and then you do your pre-wash. Oh, wow. Coating took a beating, huh? It's got a little bit of grit on it. So this is interesting. I've only coated maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 vehicles with Crystal Serum Ultra. And let me know if you've ever used that product. You have to be accredited by G-Technic to use Crystal Serum Ultra. Application's pretty easy. You know, it's not that big of a deal to apply it. But to be honest, I haven't really found it to be that hydrophobic. Now, protection, meaning UV protection, which, how do you quantify that? You really can't see that or see the effects of it or not of it. There's no way to quantify that really. You're just kind of going by what the manufacturer says. It says it has UV A and B protection, whatever. Can't really see that. As far as swirl, resistance, I have seen that. To be honest, I have seen that. Not scratch, not like heavy, crazy swirls, but little tiny marring and things like that. It can resist up to a certain point. And protection against bug droppings and things like that. I mean, who knows? I mean, if there's bugs and bird droppings, I mean, not bug droppings, well, sometimes bug droppings, then, who knows if the customer cleaned it off quick enough or how long it's been on there. There's no way of really knowing, and questioning the customer like, they're a suspect is not really good to do as a business. So there's some things you just can't protect against. There's just no way of getting around it. But as far as hydrophobics, I don't know. I haven't really seen it to be that great. Crystal Serum Light, we've put on many vehicles, and some of them, are coming back, and we, maintain them every 3 to 6 months, and they're way more hydrophobic than this. So it's weird. Whoa, really? Crystal Serum Light is dead on your car? That's weird. That is really weird. I have never had any problems with Crystal Serum Light at all. Look at if you go onto our YouTube channel, which you're obviously on it, but watch our other videos and type in ceramic coating maintenance, you'll see vehicles that I have going on 3 years that I know the customer just washes it, sometimes even brings it to a car wash, and it's still beating like day one. So, that's weird. I don't know. There's something weird there. I don't think it's the product. And not to say that you applied it wrong, but I kind of question that a little bit, because I have had no fails with Crystal Serum Light. I had one vehicle where the kid didn't wash it for 6 months and it was clogged. That was it. But the rest of the vehicles that we have used Crystal Serum Light on, unbelievable results. Better than these results. Crystal Serum Ultra, way better. And some have said that Crystal Serum Ultra isn't as hydrophobic. That's what I've heard. But, whatever. Yeah, that's really interesting. Don't knock the product yet. Don't give up on it. Try different things. I have used Dr. Beasley's NSP polishes for primers, and they work incredibly well with Crystal Serum Light and EXO. Don't give up on Crystal Serum Light, because that's odd. I have not found those results with Crystal Serum Light at all. Yeah, I get better results with Crystal Serum Light than I have with Ultra. Oh, it was professionally applied. Did you do it yourself or did somebody else do it? Because that's, I understand if somebody else did it, maybe they didn't do something right. I think that's where a lot of people are like, I don't like this or that product or this coating or that coating, but did you apply it yourself or did you have somebody else apply it? There's no way of knowing what happened. So, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But let me know, did you apply it yourself? You said it was professionally applied by, but who knows? So, yeah, if somebody else of a different company applied it, I mean, after 15 months, it shouldn't be. That's rated at a 5-year coating. And if you're accredited with G-Technic, they even give you the option to warranty it. So, like up to 5 years when maintained. That's Crystal Serum Light. And a lot of people say it's a 2-year coating. No, it's not. Absolutely not. It's a 3 to 5-year coating. If properly maintained, and depending on situations, it can go up to that. $2,500 to apply Crystal Serum Light and Exo. Oh, depending on where you live, that's a lot of money. I only charge $2,000 for Crystal Serum Ultra. I charge $1,500 for Crystal Serum Light, but that's just one layer of Crystal Serum Light. I don't top it with Exo. I find it completely unnecessary. I've done it on 2 different vehicles, multiple different vehicles. 1 layer of Crystal Serum Light and then a layer of Crystal Serum Light and Exo. Same results, same longevity, but whatever. Okay. Sorry, wifey. You're amazing.
Good one.
I had to answer questions. No. How dare you? You know that's not true. I wonder, I don't know how this is maintained. Like, I don't know how this is washed by the... No? I feel some grit. Not a lot, but some. Yeah. I know it's garage kept, but I don't know how the customer washes it, so who knows? I don't think it goes through car washes. I'm pretty sure, but you never know with a big SUV like this. If you run out of time, you just go through a car wash really quick, and yeah, I don't know. You do not. And if you guys have any questions, just hold on a bit as we get through this wash process here. Yeah, I've had nothing but success with Crystal Serum Light. It has been the best coating we've ever used, ever. Out of all the different coatings we've used, it just gets the best durability. It's the most hydrophobic. I don't know about most, because, whatever. There's other coatings that are just as hydrophobic. Application is just ridiculously easy. And I used to be afraid of that coating when it first came out, because detailers would act like it was something so special and you had to apply it a special way in 3 towels, 4 towels, and if you get a high spot, you're in trouble. You'll have to wet sand it off. All of that was crap. All of it. Whoa, hey. Soap is slick.
Now it's sheeting.
Yeah. So it's not as hydrophobic. whatever protective qualities it gives, it offers, you know, I don't know, it's hard to quantify. It's nice to see beading because it gives you, you know, it's a visual indicator. But it's not always everything, I understand that. But how do you know? How do you know if protection is still there if it's not giving you that visual indicator? A lot of times people, you know, you just got to trust the company, I guess. But when, I don't know, when the vehicle maybe isn't cleaning up as easy, or you don't get those hydrophobic effects like you want to see, then some people are like, it's not a good product, I don't like it, it doesn't do what I want it to do. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad product or it's not doing its job. This does clean up easily. I mean, it's clean already, but that means that the customer does something to it. Ooh, it's gritty back here. Yeah, it's definitely gritty. I might just do a quick iron removal back here, and I might actually clay this glass. I do see the coating resisting the soap here, like it breaks it up on the panel. I can see that. So it's still on there. It's just, you just might not have the hydrophobic effects like I want to see. But the customer's happy. There's no complaints with that. I'm going to iron the back. I'm going to use, I've been using Fab's Warrior. This is his iron decon. I've been using this on the paint and on wheels. And it's nice stuff. It's not as stinky as your usual iron remover. Oh wow. The hydrophobics on the back here are actually pretty good. Oh yeah, the sides are looking really good. It's just the hood. There's something on the hood. There's something on the hood. And the top is actually beading. All right, weird. Just seems like it's like the front sections of the hood, but the sides are beading. Okay, that's good. Okay, well that's good to know. The Warrior iron remover from Fab. And I'm going to use, good. Here, let me just quickly go over the glass. Ooh, that's gritty. I can hear those gritties. Wow, is that an artillery fungus?
There were a few on here, but
yeah, they came off easy?
Yeah.
Good. Ah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, I think that's a little artillery on the glass. Yeah, and some of that is still a little gritty, but it's still hydrophobic. All right, now wheels. And I'll show you the paint in just a moment because it actually looks pretty decent. So I'm happy with that. I might have to clean the lens, so bear with me for a moment here, because my poor camera gets blasted sometimes. It's actually my phone, not my camera. So that's why I reserve some of these towels just for these occasions. And the front camera. Ah, there we go. All right, so here's the hood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's still hydrophobic. It's not like it was day one, but it's still hydrophobic. And the sides still look pretty good. Hey babe, you want to hit the side here with the pressure washer? Just want to see how it reacts when you first hit it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do it again. Okay. Yeah, it's still reacting really well. And I'm seeing it all the way to the bottom. Okay, it still looks really, really good. Cool. We still have good hydrophobics. Again, it's not as super, super tight as I want, but it's still there. In the back, you can see that it's still beating in the back. I just clayed the glass and that kind of made everything beat up there also. So everything is still beating really nicely. So sometimes you don't know until you wash it. And that Suds Lab ceramic shampoo does have some protection in it that kind of helps with the ceramic coating, kind of reactivates it. But, you know, if that's a little bit of that working, then cool. That's, you know, that's fine. There's no way you can control 100%, you know, first how the customer is going to care for the vehicle after it's out of your hands. So you can't give durability claims and write them in stone. You have to give ranges. You have to say, you know, a certain time range, a durability range. How's it going, everybody? I know, it is chilly, but we are... What do I use to scrub the top? I didn't really scrub it. It's just the same wash mitt. Same wash mitt. All right, cool. Just wanted to catch up on some of the questions here. Wheel time. Wheels are not that bad at all. They actually look pretty good. I have been using also the Vonixx wheel cleaner. This is their full effect wheel cleaner that came in the recent glove box, which I have to announce the winner soon. Just a little bit of that. I don't have to go crazy. And Vonixx Delete, which I have to get a new trigger. This trigger is all wonky. But Vonixx Delete is crazy stuff. It is so strong. Come on. Dumb trigger. There's like no dirt on these wheels. I don't know how that's possible. I know this customer uses this thing. It's a family car, but man, they do a good job keeping this thing clean. There's no brake dust in the wheel. How is that possible? I shouldn't be I'm not complaining. I'm just shocked. I know. For an SUV, I mean, usually these SUVs are like trashed. But hey, kudos to the customer. Good job. How many of you have customers like that, where you're doing their vehicle quite often? I mean, maybe not as often as not as often. That's not the word I want to say. Not as often. I just keep saying the same word over and over again. Every 6 months. I meant sooner. And it's still pretty clean. And you're like, how do you keep this thing so clean? And you have a family, you got kids, you go on trips. It's a daily driver. And it's so clean.
The wheel wells are worse.
Oh, really? Are they carpeted up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you just... Oh, the hydro... Yeah, okay, cool. That's also a Suds Lab product. Love that stuff. the wheels were coated with the, I think it was just coated with the C, I forget the wheel coating now. Wheel armor. Whatever it's called, wheel armor. And they seem to still be holding up really well. Yeah, but how many of you have customers whose vehicles are this clean? It's so nice. And for a Friday job, you know what? I actually forgot that I had this customer today because we hadn't seen this vehicle in a while. It actually has been more than 6 months since we've seen it last. But I totally forgot I had it today. It actually wasn't in my calendar, wasn't in my schedule. And looked back in my texts, and sure enough, the customer had scheduled today, and I just forgot to look at the texts. Yeah, good thing it was just a maintenance detail. I've had that happen before where I double booked myself and had 2 like full details in the day, and I just, hey, whatever, gotta do it. I usually don't want that, but my fault. I'll eat it. Oh, come on, trigger. I gotta switch this trigger out. Yeah, but for a Friday, and this customer in particular, makes for a nice light morning, and then the rest of the day we're off. Customer's picking up that Hyundai later on today. I like to usually keep my Fridays light if I can. If I have a coating job, I usually schedule coating jobs on a Monday or a Thursday. And the reason being is because I will take the next day off. It takes, 2 days in the shop, but it doesn't mean I'm working on it for 2 days. And I tell the customer that the second day it's just sitting in the shop curing. So I get the job done in the first day because 2 of us, we can knock it out. Even that job with wheels off, we did a wheels off detail. I took each wheel off as wifey was coating the paint. So with the 2 of us, we knock it out quick. And the second day, we can take off. We can relax, we can go e-biking, we can do whatever we want. Or just not do anything and just stay home. Kind of nice just to do that. Man, even the lug nuts, I don't understand. It's like this vehicle just goes home and sits in the garage, and I don't see it again for 6 months. Washing is done. Wow, chrome looks nice.
Yeah,
Wheels look good.
The chrome with the jack here.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're looking good. Now I just need to dry it, and I'll probably partially blow dry it, partially towel dry it, put a topper on it. Oh, let me show you a new topper that we've been using and a new interior product that we've been using that I really like. Oh, let's just, I gotta reel this in. and sweep all this water out. Empty these buckets. Clear the line. Well, I don't have to clear the line, but shut everything off. I don't worry about freezing or anything in here. Okay, good. That's good. Let me clean this bucket out. And I will wash these wash mitts after a week or two. Kind of depends on how much usage we get out of these wash mitts. And I switch up the wash mitts too. I have some for like initial details that are, you know, used more. And then other wash mitts that are in nicer condition that I reserve for ceramic coating maintenance jobs. Just to keep them separate. Wait, what, baby? No, the stuff from Vonixx. Is it this stuff? Gladius? Yeah, yes, this stuff. This stuff is like a drying aid and a kind of like a ceramic sealant also, but it's called a ceramic reconstructor. All that means is just a topper, basically, but Gladius from Vonixx. I don't know if this is out yet. I know their Glassy was just released. I love that for glass cleaning. But this is a thick product that you spray on to the paint and towel dry. Let me just adjust the camera here so you guys can see. Spray onto the towel, spray onto the paint, whatever you need to do. Yeah, there you go. A little bit on the towel. Cool. And boom. Wow. Oh yeah. Noisy. Nice and spicy. The paint does still feel slick, even though it's a little crunchy. Like it has a few little bits on it that are stuck, you know, but it still feels nice. And this Vonixx stuff adds to the slickness. It's very slick and it's actually very glossy. We noticed it on a few vehicles that we did where we were just doing a basic maintenance on it. And it wasn't even a ceramic coated vehicle. It's just a vehicle that we do on a regular basis every 2 to 3 months or so. And we use this stuff on it and we're like, how is it so glossy? It wasn't the shampoo, it wasn't anything else. It was this product. And usually I don't notice gloss like that. Like it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I say it's very subjective, but I have to say that this product actually gave us some pretty awesome gloss. I was very impressed. Yes, Vonixx is awesome. Where do I buy the Vonixx products? You can buy them on Amazon, but you can get them from Detail Ground, I believe, detailground.com. They're, I think they're kind of like an exclusive, not really exclusive, because Car Supplies Warehouse was carrying them for a little bit, and then they stopped carrying them. I don't know why, but Detail Ground has them. Awesome, awesome products. And their customer service is great, too. And I mean the customer service of Vonixx itself, you know, the company itself, the information they provide. Oh, did you spray the side?
Yeah.
Oh, you did, okay. The information they provide, and you know, I've asked them about their products. I'm like, hey, I know it's a Brazilian, you know, Portuguese company. What are the names of your products? Like, what do they mean? And they're like, oh, it's just made up names. Like Gladius is just, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a made up name. Just sounds cool. But very good answering, you know, questions. Wow, this makes everything easy to dry. And I think that is also just the coating lending to it. This vehicle has always been just very easy to maintain anyway, just because the customer does take such good care of it. Man, the interior, like, I think I can just use the air compressor and like blow everything out. There's nothing to vacuum much.
You want this?
Yes, please. Like, do the kid? I don't even think the kids are allowed to eat in here. I think they get punished if they do. All right, I'm gonna need the ladder. I can't get away with it. Just stepping on the board like that is not enough.
I'm gonna get out the blood dryer.
Okay. Sorry for the sniffles. It's getting, it's chilly out, so makes your nose run. I also like that this stuff doesn't smear. Once it dries, it just dries crystal clear. It's really nice. Awesome. Man, that looks good. Doing maintenance details is enjoyable. Yes, it's enjoyable to clean a vehicle that really needs to be cleaned, if it's really gross, but man, I gotta tell you though, at the end of a week where it was a pretty busy week, finally we picked up business. It's nice just to do something easy like this. Just gonna go through just some of the comments here. Oh, clean garage, yeah. Detailer's warehouse, detail ground. Yep, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's good. What's up, everybody? Good to see people popping in here. Cool. If I missed any questions, I apologize. Oh, I do have to go over some of the chrome bits back here with a towel and like a little tool just to get them nice and clean. A little bit of like build up on the chrome pieces back here. Nothing crazy. Yeah, and winters here in Virginia are not bad at all. This isn't the coldest it gets. It'll get into single digits sometimes, but it just doesn't last long. And, like the frost line here is like 6 inches below the ground. It's nothing. It's not like Vermont, We used to live in Vermont. I grew up in Vermont. So I know winters. I know true nor'easters, nor'easters. I know what they're like. Used to be onto winter sports and everything. I actually still have my snowboard, even though I haven't touched it in, gosh, probably 10 years or so. I think I went 10 years ago with a friend, and like that was it. I could probably still do it, but I have to ride like a grandpa and just not do anything crazy. Be really, really careful. Nice. All right, that's looking good. All right, so I'll show you what I use to clean these little emblems here. And again, they're not horrible. You know what I'm talking about. But sometimes the chrome here, you get like this buildup. The wash mitt doesn't clean around that because it's just too big and floppy. So I'll just spray a little mist of this product, work it into the towel, and then just go over these areas just so I get tight into the corners. Just because it stands out. Everything else is so shiny and looks nice, and this just stands out and looks ugly. And even in these emblems, it's not dirt. It's just like a buildup of maybe like hard water, things like that. I could have used a brush. That's actually a better idea, is just to use the brush during the wash process with a water spot remover. I'll probably just do that next time. I kind of just forgot about it. Nice. And I can't pull this into the garage because of the other vehicle that's in there, so I have to do this all out here with, the sunlight, which is good, but it also can kind of mess with your eyes and have a lot of shadows and stuff. Might have to take a light. Yes? I know. Let me just do this. And down here. Yes, I hear you humming. I'm going as fast as I can, boss.
You're so slow. Come on.
So bossy. She doesn't pay me well. Help me. All right. Grill 2. Just checking the questions. Oh, you know what? When you said, okay, Westcat, you were in Virginia, got 3 feet 4 days before she was due 14 years ago. Okay, so that was the year we moved here. End of 09, beginning of 2010 was when we moved here. And that winter, that like January, February, even I think it was December to February-ish, we got like 2 to 3 storms back to back within like 2 weeks. And it just shut down Richmond. It was feet of snow and people had no shovels. They were literally in our apartment complex. They were using kitty litter scoops and sand shovels, like kid sand shovels, like beach shovels, to try to unbury their vehicles. And we're like, where are we? Why did this happen? It was crazy. Yep, that was it. It was January, of 2010. Those crazy storms. And our friends down here were like, it's not usually like this. Like, what's going on? Yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy. So, but that was, we haven't seen that for 15 years. We've had a bad ice storm like 2-3 years ago here, and this, place where we're living now, and that was pretty bad. It was like an inch of ice everywhere on everything. But that only lasted like a few days, and it all melted away. It was done. But that was pretty crazy. Yep, I do remember that. That's interesting that you mentioned that. Yeah, and that's when we started this business too. Imagine starting this business. The odds were stacked against us when we started our business. It was so ridiculous. Everything was just not going as planned. It was insane. All right, all these chrome pieces I have to go over and get these all tidied up and looking good. But yeah, odds are stacked against us when we first started our business. It was insane. We had no idea what we were doing. We were so in debt. It was crazy. But it worked out. We just struggled. Just, grinding every day, struggling, and just trying to figure it out. Sometimes you just got to do that. You don't give up. Just keep on going. Don't give up. Keep on going. It'll be a struggle For some it isn't. Some are like, hey, I started my business, I'm super busy and I'm making this much. Awesome, but that is unusual. Trust me, it is very unusual. Not everybody just falls into that. The majority do not. So kudos to you if you start a business, a detailing business, and you're doing incredibly well and you're like doing PPF and doing all this stuff. I know people who have done that. Tony Ralda, from Ralda's Details. I mean, look where he is now. 5 years ago or 6 years ago when we first met, wasn't like that at all. He was afraid to start a business, like his detailing business. He wasn't sure. He was very unsure about, is he going to make enough money? He's good now, but he's a hard worker. It's his personality, it's his work ethic. He just grinds and grinds and grinds, and look where he is now. Awesome. Same thing with Gabe from Total Detailing. Look where he is now, starting as just a mobile detailer, with an older setup, and now he has an awesome shop and an awesome business that just thrives. He still struggles every once in a while. Even Tony is like, hey, you get some slow periods here and there, but you keep on going. Just keep on going. Yeah, the California weather. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm sure. Chemex products. I haven't tried Chemex products. Thoughts on the touchless system? Oh, is that the two-part touchless system? I saw Pan using it. I saw a few others using it. Are there any new upgrades to your garage or business coming soon? Not really. Not really. I'm just trying to grow it as far as not bigger, just trying to get more ceramic coating customers to keep it stable, because we took a hit this past year. Business-wise, things just slowed down, and it was because of a variety of things. Post-COVID, elections, like all that stuff kind of just drives people kind of crazy and makes them worry about things, and our business slowed down. But it's picking up again, so I just want to be more stable. That's really the goal. I think that's the goal with any business, is just stability. If you can grow, great. If you see your money, the money is coming in and people are like, okay, I can grow, that's cool. But I think for me, it's better if money is coming in, I want to make sure that it continues to come in and keep it stable and put money in savings. And if I need to upgrade things slowly, I'll do that. But I stash money away because I know things will slow down at some point and then they'll speed up again. So stability is important. Don't stretch yourself too thin. If you have tons of business coming in, don't think about just upgrading and getting bigger to get more customers. I don't know. Try just staying put and stashing that money away and enjoying the money too, and doing things with your family. Don't work so hard that you neglect family as well, because that'll cause other problems. Actually have fun with it. I don't see a lot of people, they brag about their business and how much money they're making, but what are you doing with the money? Like, are you enjoying yourself? Are you doing proper things with it? You can reinvest it and do all that stuff and make more money, but it's money. Who cares? Do other things in your life, like enjoy it. Go on vacations with your family, do things, Don't just buy toys, but actually go on vacations, travel, do stuff, and enjoy it. Don't just make the money and just keep on growing the business until it gets so big that it could crash. It happens, but whatever. Just had a car repainted. Any tips for maintenance or just normal process? Just normal process. Give it, if it was just repainted, give it the 30 days that they say for it to cure. And then you can start protecting it and do anything you need to do to it. It'll probably need polishing. You can polish it earlier. That's fine to do. But just no type of protection on it. But after 30 days, I would polish it and put really good protection on it and just maintain it from there on out. You'll be good. All right, so exterior is pretty much done. I'll go around it and touch up and hit the glass, but we're going to do the interior. The interior really is not bad at all. And let me just show you really quickly, because I can't show you the whole interior with live because I'll just be ignoring the camera the whole time because I'll have my head buried in the vehicle. It won't take long, but still, it'll be kind of boring to watch. But I have another product from Vonixx that came out same time as this one. I'll be right back. I'll show you. Oh man, I hope I can find it. I may have misplaced it, like usual. Oh, here it is. There it is. All right. This product is called Flexus. It is an interior detailer with ceramic protection built in. Pretty cool stuff. The smell is nice, fresh smell to it. And it's kind of like that Vonixx, no, not Vonixx, this is Vonixx, Suds Lab. Suds Lab has an interior detailer that's a thicker substance. It's kind of like this, applies the same way. You can kind of apply it like a dressing or just spray it onto your towel. I would suggest a damp towel. It just kind of helps it spread. If you do it on a dry towel, you really got to make sure to even everything out because sometimes it can leave a little high spot or like a streak or a smear that you can just buff out. You just got to keep an eye out for it. Just like with any dressing. When you start dressing interiors, you got to make sure everything is even or you'll get weird spots here and there. So, but just keep that in mind. But Flexus, I've been using this and it's really, really nice. Have you tried Vexus on wheels and engine cleaner? Oh wait, Vexus. I think I just got that one. That was the really, really strong one. It's like Delete, but even stronger. I got it and I haven't used it on engine base, but I'll probably use it on tires next. I have a whole gallon of Delete that I'm going through, but I got a 16-ounce bottle of that other stuff, that other strong cleaner. I actually used that in a video as like a panel wipe for paint to kind of show, if there was fillers and all-in-ones. You'll have to check out that video. Yes, the Suds Lab spray and rinse, you mean, that's the stuff we used on the wheels today. That was the Hydrocoat, I think it's called. I use that on maintenance details, mostly, and it works great. It'll bond to previous protection that's on there. As a standalone, not really. It's not really designed for that. It's more designed for maintenance on stuff, on ceramic coatings or ceramic sealants that are starting to show its wear, but you just spray it on every month or every 2 months or however the vehicle, how often the vehicle comes in. But yeah, it's good stuff. It is really good. Spell. Oh yes, I have Spell also. That's another spray and rinse. Yep. Cool. Just going down to see if I missed anything. Again, apologize if I missed anything because I have to scroll on my little tiny phone here to see if I've missed any questions or comments or things like that. If you guys want me to just keep this on as I'm vacuuming, do you want me to? I mean, it's already been like almost an hour here. Or I can just shut it off and end it now. And I got a video coming out Sunday, so you can enjoy that as well. And I think the one I have coming out Sunday, the one I have coming out on Sunday is good. I use a magic eraser on paint and prove something. I use it for artillery fungus. I'm just kind of giving you a little sneak peek of this right now and telling you what I'm doing. I used a magic eraser on paint. Granted, it was white paint, but you can see the artillery fungus more on white paint. And dispel a couple of myths, or should I say lies, about using the magic eraser that I think people just need to rethink, what they're doing, what they're watching, and what they're believing. So, all right. So I think what I'll do, let me just keep it going for now and just see, because I don't know how long my battery will last on here also. So, and it's probably going to get noisy because of this, the vacuum. Oh, I gotta address these tires. The tires on the Santa Fe, that is. Oh, babe, you got brushes? No. No? I know. All right. Here's something that I do now, since I got this little tray, is bring this little tray around every every time I'm doing exterior details on the outside, outside the shop. This little tray right here, I got from Temu. It's my interior brushes and accessories and all that stuff. This brush from Proper, I got this from Proper. They're like line of brushes, very, very cool. The little hook, little end here to get into tight areas, really nice natural brush bristle, rubberized end right here. This is my favorite dusting brush right now. It is so nice. I don't get this one wet. I will use either the, work stuff brush. I dedicate like the white and the orange synthetic bristles for interior like wet work, wet cleaning to spray a cleaner on. And this is for brush. So this usually, this is for dust. So this one first, this one second for, I just keep them separate, dry, wet. And it's just my crazy method, but it seems to work pretty well. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. See how bad it is? Yeah, it's terrible, right? It's not at all. I don't even think I need the air compressor. All right, so vacuum on with the remote. I turned it on already, there it is. Cool. Ugh. What? Not yet. I might in a little bit. Oh, I'm going to turn this on though. Oh, well look at that. I don't have the key. So this is a damp towel. I'm going to spray the Flexus right on it. Mix it in because it's kind of a thick formula and it doesn't spread very nicely. And use it on everything. Just wipe everything down with it. And I'll go back over with a dry towel just to ensure that there's no weird streaking or smearing or anything like that. And it's adding protection, which is cool. Again, UV protection. You're not really going to see physical protection. It's not going to bead water or anything like that. It's that's not what it's intended to do for interiors. But it will make things much easier to clean. And the dry towel, go over it. All right. Oh, and that looks really, really good. There are some shiny parts in here that I need to go over with the dry towel and make sure that they are not smeared up. I'm going to go over the steering wheel too. Now this does not create any shininess or slipperiness. So go over the steering wheel. It's completely fine. It'll make it easier to clean next time. But it's not putting any type of stickiness onto it. Nice. What glass cleaner are you using? Your usual Stoners? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, look at that. No shininess, but it feels really good without being sticky or slick or anything like that. Feels really nice. Same with the dash. Center cup. Wow, there's nothing. There's nothing in the cup holders. Oh, sorry. You might want to turn your speakers down, those who are watching, because it might get a little loud. We tend to yell at each other. Because I can't hear when I'm vacuuming. All right, that's looking good. Cool, man, so easy. Wait, why is there a GPS in here? Huh, there's like a separate GPS. Okay. So, I'm sure it's getting noisy. and you can't see anything. So yeah, Stoners is good. Sorry, ooh, it's way too close. Let's see. Yeah, Magic Eraser on Windows. Yeah. So I'm going to end it here, guys, just because it's going to get loud. I'm not going to be able to talk to the camera or do anything. So thank you guys for joining us this morning. It's already been an hour, but you know, you can see this process, and the interior is pretty easy. It's not going to take us long at all. Like once I stop the camera here and just go at it, it'll be done in like 20 minutes or so. Jobs like this, without filming, we're done in an hour. So because we're filming, it takes longer. But if it wasn't for that, you know, we would have been done already. But check out the exterior of the vehicle. Look how nice it looks. Sorry for the flare. That's just the lens. Tires. Look how nice the delete worked on the tires. Wheels look awesome. And again, the paint feels great. No swirls. I mean, it's hard to see with this color anyway, but the paint looks really, really good. I'm not seeing any water spots in the glass either. So we're in good shape. Awesome. I love doing maintenance details like this. So let me know if you're enjoying these types of videos. I try to do these lives every once in a while, and I typically do them on, you know, in the mornings to show you the exterior process when we're doing vehicles. Just kind of gives you some more insight, allows me to answer questions kind of on the fly and show you the products that we're working with when we have new stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Along with that one proper brush, I actually got like the whole set of proper detailing brushes. Really, really good brushes. These are more of the natural hair brushes. I got like a couple of synthetic ones. I got the leather brushes here. Here. So like a soft and an aggressive leather brush, just to show you what they kind of look like. Yeah, I'll take them out of the box. You can see those types of brushes. They look like those shoe, you know, polishing brushes. Really, really good for leather and vinyl. So hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.